Hey everyone, good morning and welcome to your channel Learn Data Science with Pranjal. So in this knowledge video, we will discuss how to do the sentiment analysis using our text blob library. In one of my previous knowledge videos, I have shown you how to do the sentiment analysis using our Vader library. So text blob and Vader, these are two libraries which are present in Python, using which the user can quickly do the sentiment analysis and we can find out whether the sentiment or the reviews are positive or negative, or in which direction probably the reviews are. And in interest of saving the time, what I have done is I have written a certain piece of code already. So let's get started and see how to do a sentiment analysis using a text blob. So what I've done is, first of all, I have done the necessary import. I have imported the pandas, numpy, and for using the text blob, I'm saying from text blob, import text blob. If you are getting any error text blob not found, then probably you need to do pip install text blob. And then I am importing my matplotlib.pyplot and nltk.corpus import stopwords. So this stopwords I am importing because later on probably I'll try to build my word cloud. Okay. So now it's very simple to do the sentiment analysis using our text blob. So at line number 2, what I'm doing is I'm writing one sentence. I'm saying the food made at restaurant was very good. So just by reading this sentence, I can get to know that this sentiment is a positive sentiment. Then what I'm doing is I'm saying text blob, which is a function I have already imported at line number 1. And at line number 3, I'm saying sentiment. So the output is polarity and subjectivity. Okay. So polarity is 0.9099 and subjectivity is 0.78. So since polarity is more than 0, or you can say that since polarity is a positive number, it means the sentiment is a positive. So let me scroll down, and I've already written few comments for polarity and subjectivity. So polarity tells us how much positive or negative the comment is. Value of polarity is in range of -1 to +1. Negative values indicate that sentiment is not good, and positive values indicate, so I'll make it as positive values indicates that sentiment is a good sentiment or it's a positive sentiment. So again, let me come back over here. So this sentence seems to be a positive feedback, and that is why we see polarity as this thing. Subjectivity tells us whether it's a fact or it's a opinion. So for subjectivity, the value of subjectivity relates to whether it's a public opinion or a factual information. And subjectivity would be within your range of 0 to 1. So one thing which we need to keep in mind is that polarity values would be between your -1 to +1, but subjectivity would be within your 0 to 1. Let's take one more example. So I am saying at line number 4, I am saying flight was horrible and filled with turbulence. And for this, when I do the sentiment analysis, I find that polarity is in minus, which means that it is a negative sentiment, and subjectivity is 0.95. Let's take another example. So I'm saying Earth revolves around the Sun. So Earth revolves around the Sun. This is neither a positive sentiment, this is neither a negative sentiment, and that is why the polarity is 0.0. And since it's an opinion, since it's not an opinion but it's a fact, subjectivity is again 0. So if it's a information or if it's a fact, then subjectivity would be 0. And if it's a information or it's a opinion, then subjectivity would be towards your 1. Now let's take a data frame on which we will apply our sentiment analysis. So what I've done is I've taken an Amazon dataset. This dataset we are already aware of. So over here, there are two columns are there. One is your label and another one is your review. So at line number 10, I'm checking the shape. So shape is 10,002. And when I run the value count function, I can see that there are 5,000 negative comments and 4,903 positive comments. So over here, I already have the label data. But let's suppose that label column is not given to me and only the reviews were there. So how would I find that overall campaign was positive or negative? So for timing, let's assume that I do not have a label column. Then also I can still do my sentiment analysis. So for doing the sentiment analysis on the entire data frame, what I'm doing is first of all I'm creating a empty list polarity score at line number 12, and I'm saying for I in range of 0 till Amazon dot shape 0. So basically at this will run my data from first record till last record, and then I'm running my text block amazon.ilog I comma 1. So when I say 1, it means I'm selecting the second column, that is my review column. And for each review column, for each column, or rather I will say for each record in the review, I'm finding my score. And then I'm appending it in my polarity score. At line number 13, what I'm doing is I'm adding the polarity score as a new column to my existing data frame. So I've already written the comment for the others to easily understand, to add the polarity score column to my original data frame. And now when I run my head function, I can see that another column has been added where you have your polarity score. So for some comments you have negative values, for some you have positive values. But at line number 14, I can see that the name of the third column is 0. So what I'm doing is at line number 15, I'm renaming that column. I'm renaming that column as sentiment. And now this data frame looks quite good. And if we want, we can see at top some, let's say 30 records. So we can see that for some records, I am having a minus value, and for others, I am having a positive values. At line number 17, I want to see for how many records I have got the values which is more than 0. So I am saying Amazon.sentiment greater than 0, and it gives me 7411 records. And for negative less than 0 at line number 18, there are 2428 records for which I was having my negative comments. But if I compare this with the value which I am getting at line number 11, negative and positive. So it seems that my text blob, the output from my text blob and the output which is already present in the data, there is a little bit mismatch. So text blob has done a very good job, but there is certain amount of error also coming with text blob. So basically what I have done now is I'm saying I will consider only those sentiments as positive sentiment for which the polarity score is more than 0.1 at line number 19, and then I am getting the values as 5825. So I have taken up basically around 10% of margin, and now this 5825 almost matches with this one 4903, almost matches. So basically I can see that text blob is giving a very good result. Okay, so the values which were marked as positive and values which were marked as negative in the original are almost similar in my text blob also. Okay, now let's see on what basis this positive and negative comments probably would have been coming from. So what I'm doing is I am building my word cloud, and this is the word cloud I am building at line number 21. So while building the word cloud, I have used two hyperparameters. I am saying I just want to see the top 50 words and stopwords English. So I am removing these stopwords. At line number 21, the plot which I am getting is on the entire data frame. Okay. But I want to see which are the most frequent words for the positive comments and most frequent words for the negative comments. So what I did is I said amazon.label equal to POS. And now I am building a word cloud on only those records which were positive. So there were 4903 records which were having positive comments, and over here in the word cloud I can see the words which were most frequent for the positive. So I can see that soundtrack, pen, and you will see the comments like your best, beautiful, music, like, stunning, truly. So when people are giving a positive comment, probably they would be using these type of words: stunning, great. All these words would be used when people would be giving the positive comments. Okay, and the same thing we can see in my word cloud also, and we can see the word like excellent, like, truly. Now at line number 24, what I'm doing is I'm selecting only those records which were having negative comments, and line number 25, I'm building the word cloud only on those records which were having negative comments. So upfront we can see that the worst appears to be the most frequent word when people are giving the negative comment. Worst, and then sorry and waste. So all these things are being used by the people when people are giving the negative feedback. So we get an idea, okay, that what kind of words probably people will use when they will give a negative feedback, and what they would be using when they would get the positive feedback. And I can also see the word like worst, waste, sorry, poor, all these words, right? So this brings us to the end of this knowledge video, and I hope people have enjoyed this knowledge video. Hope to see you soon in my next video. Till that time, happy learning.